What's going on, everybody? In today's video I will be going over some game modes I think will be releasing with this brand new game modes update coming very soon to Rivals. I'm also going to be going over a brand new leak that Nozly just put out, so let's just get right into the video. So starting off the video with this leak that Nozly put out, so it's kind of just like a Rivals character they have in all their thumbnails, and then they basically are playing an arcade machine and looks like they're playing probably a brand new game mode. So there's two different things people are getting from this image. The first thing is that, as you can see, the red character in the back actually has wings on it. So a lot of people are speculating that this game mode will be some type of flying mode where everybody can just fly around and kill each other. It'll kind of be like hacking, but I think it'll be not as fast as hackers actually fly around. But basically you just be able to fly around and shoot people to make it a very different experience compared to the regular game. And the thing that I think is a lot less likely to happen, but definitely could happen, is custom game modes. So Rivals could be implementing some type of thing to be able to create your own game modes to play with your friends. And maybe even if it's good enough, the devs will add it to the actual game. So why I think this is even possible in the first place is because Nozly's other game, Super Golf, actually has a map maker. And in that, you can literally make anything you want in Super Golf. You can make an entire map, and so many fan maps have actually been added to the official game. So I think this is something they could definitely implement, but I'm just not entirely sure, just because I think the update is focused on game modes that are already made, but who knows, maybe custom game modes could become a thing. And I know a lot of people really want to be able to make their own custom maps in Rivals, so I think being able to even create your own game modes, it would be really cool. So getting into some game modes I think could possibly be released in this update. The first one being Domination. Domination is basically a game mode in a lot of shooter games where you go with your team and you guys basically have to capture these areas, and then the longer you have the area captured, the more points you will get for the team, and then eventually once you reach a certain score, you will win the game. Normally there's 3 objectives, A, B, and C, and then you have to fight the other team to get the objectives. You know, it's basically just team deathmatch with an actual objective. So I think Domination is a really likely thing that could get added, and I would love to see it in Rivals. The next one that I think for sure will get added is Gun Game. So when we were first getting the game modes leaks, before like the game modes were actually revealed to be team deathmatch and free-for-all, a lot of people were speculating that Gun Game was the actual game mode that got leaked, but of course it just ended up being team deathmatch and free-for-all. But I think Gun Game would be a super good game mode just because there is a wide variety of weapons, and especially since they recently added all those new weapons, I think that Gun Game would also be a perfect fit for Rivals to release in one of these weeks of all these game modes releasing. And by the way, we still don't know how many game modes will be released in the update, but we'll probably just have to wait for that when the update actually comes out. So the next game mode I think that might come out is really unique. So if you guys notice, a ton of Rivals thumbnails are based off of Valorant. They kind of just have that Valorant look to it, and I think a lot of Valorant thumbnails also look very similar to the Rivals thumbnails, so I think they get a lot of inspiration from that game. So I was thinking, what if they release some type of Valorant game mode? So that would basically mean the game plays just like Rivals, so like one-shot headshot with the AR, you move really slow and stuff. I think they could definitely implement something like that for a game mode, and I would think that would be really cool. I don't think there's too many maps that it would work super well with, but I think it definitely could work if they wanted to make it work. And then another game mode I think might come out is Search and Destroy. So with Search and Destroy, you basically just have one team with a bomb, and then the other team is trying to defuse the bomb. So the team that has the bomb places it, and they basically just try to get the round to end without the other team defusing the bomb. And if any of the other team's players all die, then the round automatically ends. But sometimes the round goes on with people still alive. It just depends if the bomb will get defused or not. So I think Search and Destroy could be a perfect game mode for Rivals, just because I think it could really work well with a lot of maps. I just don't think there will be able to be as many people as other games have it. I think it's like 6v6 in other games, but I think Rivals would probably have to tone it down to like 4v4 or 3v3. Another game mode I think might get added is a infection game mode. So basically that would just mean one person's infected, and then the more people you kill, the more people get infected. I think this could either work with them actually using guns, or it could work as if they just have some type of melee weapon, and then the more people they kill with that melee weapon, they will also become infected. And so either the survivors wait out the time, or the zombies just kill everybody before the time ends. I think this could also be a very good Halloween mode, so this game mode might actually be saved for like Halloween. Another game mode could be Prop Hunt. I think Prop Hunt could work in Rivals because I think a lot of the maps have things you probably didn't notice were there just because there hasn't been anything like Prop Hunt before. But I think a lot of the maps could work in Prop Hunt because I think there's a lot of things you could turn into and then try to avoid getting caught. And one final game mode I think would be amazing if they added, but I don't think they'll add it just because I think this could be an entire update on its own, and that would be a battle royale type game mode. Since Rivals is a shooter game, I would love to see all these weapons come together in some type of battle royale game. I think there would be a lot of things they would need to add to the game for a battle royale mode to actually work, so that's why I don't think that will be coming out in this update, but maybe in a future update we could see battle royale. I have seen a lot of people against a battle royale mode, but I personally think that a battle royale mode would be amazing for the game. But those are all of my game mode predictions.